You are 23 years old. Your job doesn't require creativity. It doesn't require courage. It only requires attention. You spend your day typing other people's data. Name, CPF, Brazilian tax ID, address, phone number, everything organized, everything predictable, everything forgettable. You don't create anything. You only record what already exists until the day a simple thought crosses your mind. If you can register someone, you can also create someone. At first, you don't take it seriously. It seems like just a silly idea, but it won't go away. So you test it. A random name, a generated CPF, an address that nobody verifies. You fill everything out without expectation, just curiosity. You send it, and it goes through. Nothing crashes, nothing blocks, nothing questions it. You try again, now with more care, more coherence, more details, and it works again. You stop, look at the screen, and you realize something that changes everything. You didn't just create a registration, you just created a person. You don't use it, you sell it. A simple ad, discreet, without drawing attention. Complete documentation. The first client appears quickly, doesn't ask questions, doesn't negotiate much, just pays. You hand over everything. Name, CPF, Brazilian tax ID, active account, basic history. They disappear, and you understand. You're not selling documents, you're selling existence. Now you improve. You create a process, automate parts, generate several identities per day, each with logic, with a pattern, with a history. You learn quickly what works, what fails, what raises suspicion. You adjust, refine, and the money starts to grow. Not slowly, but consistently. You no longer work, you operate. Over time, your clients change. They're no longer curious, they're professionals. People who need to disappear, people who need to start from scratch, people who can't exist. And you realize something uncomfortable. Every identity you create replaces someone or erases someone, but you ignore it. Because now, this is your business. You go deeper. You don't just create, you control. You access larger systems, databases, records, complete histories. You're no longer testing limits. You're inside them. You decide who exists, who ceases to exist, who never existed, and that gives you a dangerous feeling. Control. Over time, names cease to matter, people cease to be people. They become data, profiles, files. You create entire lives in minutes and erase others with a click, without weight, without doubt, no reaction. And the strangest thing is that this already seems normal. The mistake is never yours. It's always someone else's doing it wrong. A client exaggerates, uses an identity in a place where they shouldn't. Something doesn't add up. The systems cross-reference data, and for the first time, someone notices. Now everything changes. You're no longer building, you're hiding. You erase traces, you change machines, you change access. But it's no use, because whoever started looking doesn't make mistakes and doesn't stop. You try to escape, create a new identity for yourself. The best you've ever made, perfect, flawless, no suspicious history. You finish, you try to access, nothing. You try again, nothing. And then the screen changes. A message appears. Invalid identity. You try to understand, but then another one appears. Record removed. You search for your name, nothing. Your documents, nothing. Your past, nothing. You don't exist. And for the first time, you understand what you were really selling. You weren't selling identity. You were selling erasure. And now, someone did this to you. If you've made it this far, you understand. Existence is not guaranteed. It's permitted. So sign up now, because this is just another level. And comment below, I exist if you still believe in that.